and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here. I'm Whitney Ward. We do want to start straight with our forecast tonight. We are tracking some scattered showers, but hey, it's the weekend.
Yeah, let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. And Jeremy, really, the weekend comes around and we got to deal with rain?
Mark, I don't think the weekend's a wash. I've said that repeatedly. Yeah, we've got rain, but I still think the weekend's looking pretty good. In fact, did you see any rain today?
No.
No, not yet.
Tomorrow looks a lot like today. Problem solved. I know I probably shouldn't do that. That's like one of the rules of TV, but here we are. All right, let's start with the overall wide view. Tomorrow, almost identical to today in terms of the forecast. Sunday, a little bit breezier, and because those clouds move a little bit faster and we've got a little more wind, our high temperature suffers just 3 degrees. Monday's a little bit colder because we have a frontal boundary moving through. So all in all, I don't think the weekend's a wash, but I think it does look a lot like what we've got going on. Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, you're dry, but watch what happens as we move off to the north. You get up to Newport, your showers are winding down. Still hanging onto that band that's making its way towards Sandpoint. Tooele, you're in it, but that shower is starting to fall apart as well. They will continue to fall apart here in the next hour or so, and then we dry out overnight. What winds up happening, though, is we see another round of scattered showers pop up tomorrow afternoon. Very similar to what we did today. Most of that activity stays up in the mountains. There is some model indication we might get a little band later on in the evening. I really don't think you have to worry much about any of it. It's just that type of weather pattern. A few scattered showers again Sunday, and things tend to work their way out. Cooler and wetter over the weekend and into early next week. Coming up, we're going to talk that big shift later next week.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. An update now on a deadly house fire in north central Spokane. Today we learned that after days of being in critical condition, the children who were injured have died.
So this comes just days after their parents also died. That fire happened early Saturday morning, and according to the Spokane Fire Department, an electrical malfunction is what caused that fire. Investigators found an extension cord in place of what should have been permanent wiring.
A GoFundMe has been started. As of tonight, it has raised more than $17,000. You can find a link to it on our website. Just head to KREM.com. A North Idaho woman has lost everything after her home was burned down. Trina Wallace has been a nursing assistant in the area for 3 decades.
Earlier this week, though, an electrical fire destroyed her mobile home. Wallace says the fire sparked from her freezer's outlet. She spent yesterday disposing of truckloads and truckloads of burnt debris. She's now staying in a small camper on her property.
While it is a roof over her head, Wallace says she is overwhelmed with how much she needs to replace, especially since her mobile home was not insured.
Everything else just melted. I went up to the grocery store and that was hard. Every aisle I walked down, I could see stuff that I had plenty of.
GoFundMe live right now to help raise money to help Wallace rebuild.
The Spokane Police Department is asking for your help to identify this robbery suspect. So take a look. Police say this man walked into a store on East 29th on Spokane South Hill, demanding money from employees in a store. He was holding his hand in his pocket. Police say he was implying that he had a gun.
Police described the suspect as a white man in his mid-40s with a black and white goatee. At the time of the robbery, he was wearing a black beanie, a gray button-up, a dark unzipped jacket, and dark shoes. If you recognize this man or know anything about the incident, you are urged to call Crime Check at that number right there at the bottom of your screen. And in case you missed it, right now on KREM 2 Plus, you can watch the latest Week in Review recapping this week's top stories.
KREM 2 Plus is free to download right now on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Well, as Spokane gets more and more well-known concerts, the Spokane Arena is getting a makeover. This renovation will close the arena, though, for 3 months this summer.
KREM 2's Nathan Hyun joining us live outside the arena right now with the details on this story. Nathan?
Mark, Whitney, well, the good news for folks is the arena isn't closing just yet. Arena staff tell me that Cody Johnson tonight is sold out. People already in line for the concert at 7:30, but come this August, people will be walking in to some new features.
This whole area will be blown out. The bar will move over here to my right.
Updated retractable seating, new LED lighting inside the arena, and a brand new look for suites are all coming soon to the Spokane Arena.
This May, after Lil Wayne, we're shutting the building down for about 3 months.
Spokane Public Facilities District Director of Entertainment Matt Meyer says many renovations will be done at the same time. The changes will help ensure the longevity of the arena.
The revenue that we were able to make is going to make up for the project fairly quickly.
It will cost $10 million, and Meyer says it's very much needed.
Just needing to renovate it and get it back up to our standards to make it more operable for our operations team.
Meyer says this is the best time to conduct the projects.
Behind me back here is the standing room only platform. That's going to expand over towards this column here more.
The summer is the arena's least busiest time.
These summer months, right? Obviously the Chief season's not going on. There's no way we could do this if the Chief season was going on.
When the arena reopens to the public, most people won't even notice a difference.
I think from your typical consumer who's coming in and out to a handful of shows a year, they might not notice it all.
Only 3 events had to be moved that were originally scheduled at the arena during the renovation. So the arena will close for renovations on May 16th after the Lil Wayne concert. Matt Meyer did call me this afternoon telling me that there is one event that will take place at the arena during the renovations. That will be Hot Wheels Monsters Trucks Live on June 22nd. And then the hope is that the renovations will be done by the time of the Jelly Roll concert on August 30th. Live in Spokane, Nathan Hyun, KREM 2 News.
All right, Nathan, thank you. The annual Master Gardener plant sale started today, and planters can find plant starts, pollinator plants, berries, and a whole lot more.
Master Gardeners will be there to answer your questions about your next plant purchase.
We start these things in our homes in the winter, and this is what we end up with. And people love bringing their plants in that they've taken such good care of. And this is where
Started at 1 p.m. today and goes all the way until 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. They go from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And you can find them on Havana Street, right next to the Spokane County Fairgrounds.
If you're looking for some good eats this weekend, head to Spokane South Hill. The Spokane Buddhist Temple is inviting the community to its 37th annual Ramen Fest this Sunday.
So the festival is takeout only. There will also be some delicious desserts. Ramen Fest will run from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.